Okay, good morning, everyone. So today we are going to study a function on a calculator called the intersection function on TI-83. So can everyone please write this down, okay? The intersection function on TI-83, okay? So what we're going to try and do is we are going to find a solution to a system of linear equations, okay, by using a graphing calculator. So let's use an example to demonstrate this. So I have an equation here. Let's write this equation down. The equation is y equals negative 1/3 x plus 5. And the second equation is y equals 2/5 x minus 4. Okay? All right, so jot this down in your notes because we're going to use it right now. So after you have this written down, let's take out our graphing calculators. Okay? As you do that, I will take out mine. I'm going to take out my graphing calculator. Okay? And I want to start from scratch. So once you have a graphing calculator out, please turn it on. Okay? The on button is right here. Okay? Notice that there's a pointer I'm circling. So take a look at that. That's the on button. Okay. So, and then we have our main window. We're going to press y equals now. Y equals is right here. You're going to press y equals. So we should be on the screen. If you notice, okay, that on this main window, I have on the very, very top, I have plot 1, plot 2, plot 3. None of those things are highlighted. So if you have things that are highlighted, simply go to the direction button, okay, press up arrow, okay, and then press enter to unhighlight it, okay, if any of those things are highlighted. So unhighlight any of those three things because we don't want there to be any confusion when we go through these graphing procedures, okay, so unhighlight them if you have them highlighted. Okay, so I'm going to go back down. Okay, so the equations, again, they were negative 1/3 x plus 5. So we're going to enter in those fractions, and the only way that we can enter in fractions is if by using the parentheses feature right here. So we're going to press open parentheses. Okay, and then negative 1/3. So the negative button's right here. Okay, please don't confuse it with the subtraction because they're different things. Okay, so they're not the same things. So I'm going to press negative 1 divided by 3 and then close parentheses. So I have that negative 1/3 written, and then I'm going to press X. The X button's right here, this guy, okay? So we're going to press that once, and then we have negative 1/3 X. And then we're going to press plus 5. And there you have it. That's our first equation. We're going to do the same thing now. So I'm going to do the second part a little quicker. So I'm going to press in 2/5, 2 divided by 5, close parentheses, x plus 4, or minus 4. Okay. And, whoops. Sorry, I typed it wrong. I got to go in the second row. So 2 divided by 5, close parentheses, x minus 4. Okay? And then next thing you would do is you would press graph. Now, sometimes after, because your window setting is set differently, okay, it might not appear in the standard zoom setting. So what you're going to do if you don't see the graph in the view that you would like, what we're going to do is, this is actually good practice, start from the standard zoom setting. So you're going to press zoom, which is right here. So you're going to press zoom. So press zoom. Okay. And then if you notice the sixth option here, right here, says zoom standard. You can scroll down to option number 6, okay, and then press enter. And then what you should see is this graph. Okay, so the two graphs are present, but unfortunately, under Zoom Standard, we don't see the solution happening. Okay, we don't see the intersection. So what are we going to do? Well, it looks like the intersection would happen somewhere down the line, somewhere down the x-axis here. Let's press window. Okay, so right now my x max is positive 10. Let's press graph one more time. So that means this part of the graph, the highest is 10 that we can see. What do you think would be a better x max? Right? So what do you think that better x max would be? So if you thought that, oh, maybe somewhere like maybe 20, because you know the line is coming down, it's going to hit somewhere down there. Okay, you're right. So maybe we should change the window setting to something like 20. So I'm going to press down arrow, and I'm going to change that to 20 now. 20. Okay, and we're going to try that again. We're going to press graph. And you know what? There it is. That's where the intersection happened. Okay, I'm going to try to show you another trick here. Let's press trace, this button right here. So we're going to press trace. And notice, on top of the screen now, okay, we have the equation, and the cursor is flashing on that line. So this cursor is telling us, oh, this cursor is on this line, and the current location of this point is 5, 3.333. Okay. If we press right arrow, okay, these values down here, they're going to change. So if I keep on pressing, I can sort of guesstimate, approximate where the intersection happens. So it looks like the intersection happens around 12.02, comma 0.99. So somewhere around 12, comma 1. That's what it appears to be. But keep in mind, okay, that this is an approximation. Okay. So if I press left arrow again, whoops. If I press left arrow again, okay, again, I'm moving along Y1. So what would happen what if I wanted to travel along this line, along the second line? How do I change from line to line? All you got to do is just press down arrow or up arrow, okay? So if I press down arrow, notice the cursor switched place. It jumped from the first line to the second line, okay? And if I move my right arrow again, I can sort of, again, guesstimate, the intersection happens somewhere around 12, comma 0.93. So again, somewhere around 12, comma 1. We can actually do better. We can find out where the intersection happens better, okay? Not by using the trace button, but there's an actual feature, so an actual function. So what to do then? Everyone press second, okay? Press second, and then press trace. Second trace. We get to this, okay? This is all the calculation features that that we can perform on a graph. On the fifth option right here, this is the intersect feature function. We're going to go down, press down arrow to the fifth option, and we're going to press enter. Okay. And then it's going to ask for this feature. It's going to say first curve, what to enter. Okay, so what you're going to do, okay, we're going to move the intersection, the cursor as close to the intersection as possible. As we've said before, it should be around 12 comma 0.999, right? So, and it's asking us, do you want to make a guess on that first curve that the intersection will happen somewhere over here? And we're going to say yes. Okay, how do we say yes? We're going to press enter. Then on the bottom of the screen, it'll say second curve. Okay, is the cursor on the intersection where the on the second curve where the intersection happens on the second curve? You're going to say yes. You're going to press enter one more time. And then on the bottom of the screen, it's going to say, do you want to make a guess somewhere around 12, comma 0.8? And we're going to say yes one more time. So really, you're going to press enter 3 times. And then the intersection the calculator is going to perform is going to be, it's going to be 12.2727, comma 0.909090. Okay, so this is actually a very accurate answer. Okay, your graphing calculator is able to tell us a very accurate solution. So the solution is going to be 12.27, comma 0.9090.